One of my friends asked me about some terminology she hears all the time, but finds them confusing to understand. She wanted to know what they really mean, and it got me thinking there might be so many others out there feeling the same way. So, I'm going to break it down for you in simple and easy to understand words. Let's talk about inner child. What is this inner child? Your inner child is like the little kid version of you. It's a part of you that remembers how you felt when you were younger. It's like carrying a younger version of yourself around. If you felt hurt, scared, or ignored as a child, those feelings may pop up in your adult life, even if you don't realize why. Your inner child holds both the happier and the tough moments from back then. Let me give you some examples that might resonate with you. Let's say when you were a child, your parents were busy and didn't have much time for you. Now you're an adult. And now, if let's say when your friend, let's say, doesn't call you back or is she's late to meet you, you might feel upset because your inner child still feels that old hurt of being ignored or overlooked. Or let's say you felt sad when you didn't have anyone to play with you when you were little. That little sad feeling still lives inside you. As an adult, when someone ignores you, that little feeling of being left out can come back, even though you are grown up now. Or say, if someone yelled at you when you were a little child, it might make you feel like a scared child again when someone raises a voice at you, even though you're an adult now. So imagine there's a little version of you inside. This little version remembers everything from when you were younger, how you felt, what made you happy, what made you sad, what made you scared. Those feelings can still be inside you today. Your inner child is that part of you that still feels the emotions from your childhood. It's that part that holds on to those experiences, whether they were good or bad, and that affects how you feel and react as an adult. And the next word is trigger. A trigger is like someone pushing a hidden button inside you that makes you react strongly, like anger, sadness, or fear. For example, if someone doesn't listen to you and you get super upset, it might be because it reminds your inner child of a time you felt ignored growing up. So it's like a memory or feeling from when you were younger that pops up unexpectedly and make you react emotionally, even if the situation doesn't seem that serious. Imagine someone shouts at you and you feel scared. It's like you're back to when you were a kid and maybe someone shouted at you, making you feel unsafe. That shout is like a pushing a button that makes your old feelings come back. Now imagine you're in a meeting and someone cuts you off while you're speaking. Now, cutting may trigger feelings from when you were a child and were not listened to. You might get really upset or angry, even though it's just a simple interruption. The trigger is reminding you of those old feelings of not being heard or respected when you were younger. Inner child and triggers are interconnected. Let's move on to inner work now. Inner work is what we do to heal and understand ourselves better. It's about asking questions like, why does this upset me so much? What am I really feeling right now? It's also about giving your inner child the love and understanding they might have missed. It is a process of looking at your old feelings and trying to understand them. It's like cleaning out old memories that might still be affecting you. The goal is to help your inner child feel safe and loved so you don't react so strongly to things. Over time, inner work helps you handle triggers better and feel more at peace. Going back to the example of feeling ignored in the meeting, inner work would involve looking at why that situation upset you so much. You may realize that it reminds you of being ignored as a child. Inner work could involve having a conversation with yourself, saying saying something like, "It's okay, I'm heard now." That moment doesn't mean I'm invisible. It's about comforting that part of you that feels hurt and giving yourself the reassurance you need. Once you do that, you can start to feel calmer and does not let it control you. So, how these three tie together? Your inner child is carrying the old feelings. Triggers remind you of those feelings. Inner work is about understanding those feelings. It's like becoming your own best friend and taking care of the hurt parts from the past so that they don't control you. I hope this makes it clear to you now.